Hello folks, welcome to Sonofdel's Christmas Vlogmas. The Vlogmas 2021 Day 7. Coming up on today's vlog, I'm doing the unboxings of the 5 advent calendars, which are the Beer 52, the Coin Advent Calendar, the Justice League of America, the Elemis calendar, the Look Fantastic, and also the Doggie calendar. I'm also going to show you my second Christmas jigsaw, which I've done. Hopefully, you might enjoy that. It's a Wasgij, it's number 17 and it's called Elf Inspection. I've done part 1 of that. And I'm also going to give you my top 5 Christmas comedy specials. All that to look forward to. Coming up first, it's the unboxings.
Oh, she's very active today, bless her.
I am. Video bombed when I'm about to do my advent calendar. Somebody wants to join in. These aren't for you, these are my doors.
They're all gone, puppy. This one's your dad's.
Come on.
Oh.
Are we focused?
No.
Not yet.
Just having a thought. What? What's up? What? You can go lie down.
Good girl.
Good girl. No, off she goes again.
Go lie down. Right, here we are. Door 7 of the Beer 52 Advent Calendar. Please be a bottle. No, it's a can. Oh my god.
Hey up.
Ooh, I might have to fight Deb for this one. It's
it?
by Yonder Brewery and it's called Raspberry Gose. G-O-S-E. Now, Deb absolutely loves raspberries, don't you, Deb?
I do.
It's 4.8 units and it's from, let me just find out the brewery. I'm pretty sure it's the Yonder Brewery, actually. I'm just trying to find out where they're from. Well, there's no actual thing to say where they're from. No? Well, it's the Yonder Brewery. It's Raspberry Gose. It's 4% ABV and it's loaded with raspberries. And it's door 5 of the door 5. It's door 7 of the Beer 52 Advent Calendar. Door 7 of the Justice League America Coin Collection Calendar. And here we have. You see, yesterday we had Hawkman and I hadn't heard of him. So hopefully I've got one today I've heard of. Yes, I'll just say this, it's Superman's arch enemy. It's Lex Luthor. Are we focusing all right? Yeah. So I've heard of this one. We've got a villain, Lex Luthor. I still didn't find out whether Hawkman was a goodie or a baddie. He looked like a good guy, but I'm not sure. It always cracks me up when you see Lex Luthor on the coins because he actually looks like the dude out of... The Crystal Maze, if you have a close look at him, he looks like Richard O'Brien. Have a look at him. He looks like Richard O'Brien out of the Crystal Maze.
It does actually.
So that's in door 7 of the Justice League of America Coin Advent Calendar, Lex Luthor.
It's treat time.
Oh. What's that? Oh. What's going on?
Oh, we got Jess. What we got? Oh, what we got? Can I see Dad?
Gravy bones.
Oh.
Sit down. Sit. Tell me. I want one. Okay. I want one. Okay, that'll do.
Just to break it in half.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Thank you.
When I can get it.
Tell me. Tell me. Didn't want my fingers anyway. This one. You want one? Are you sure? Paw. Ta. This one.
While you're there, get the tonsils.
All gone.
All gone. All done. What a surprise, straight out the door. No, 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 no. I don't care. I don't care. No. No. Nearly tonsillectomy there. Ding, 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 ding. All gone.
Sit. This one. It's a meat treat. Do this one. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
What about this one?
No more, no more, no more, no, 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 no.
What about this one? Paw. Ta. This one.
She won't be able to go, surely.
All gone.
All gone.
All gone.
All gone.
All finished.
All done.
Yep.
Must be the words all done.
It must be.
Bizarre. Right, I've watched a lot of comedies over the years, hundreds in fact, probably thousands, and I have built up a good knowledge of different ones which I like and which I don't like and so on and so forth, and the ones that usually stand out are Christmas specials. Now I've wrote them down here so that I can sort of refresh my memory. Now in at number 5 is a series from years ago. It started off as a black and white series, and then as colour emerged, it was episodes were made colour, and they did 2 Christmas specials, and the one I'm thinking of is 1973, and it was called The Party, and it's steptoe and son. And in The Party, what the gist of it is the old man, which played by Wilfred Bramble, who plays Albert Steptoe, he basically is hoping for a normal Christmas where him and his son spend it together, just them two in the house, whereas Harold, the son, played by the fantastic and wonderful Harry H. Corbett, he has got designs to go away. He wants to not be at home. You know, he wants to go to Spain or wherever so that he can have a nice sort of Christmas. But the old man, you know, will do anything to try and get him to stay, including faking all sorts of illnesses. But it backfires on them because they come down with chicken pox. Anyway, that's my favourite, number 5, and it's the Steptoe and Son special from 1973, and it's called The Party. Now, at number 4, this was a tough one, actually, because there was a few. But there was a series which Dawn French went into after doing French and Saunders, and she played a fantastic part in it. She played a part called Geraldine Granger, and it was the Vicar of Dibley. Now, a lot of the episodes are really, really funny. You know, you've got such brilliant actors in them. You've got brilliant settings, brilliant characters, etc. But one particular episode stood out for me, and it's called The Christmas Lunch Incident. Now, everybody has probably had this kind of experience where you've got your Christmas lunch lined up and somebody asks you if you want to have Christmas lunch with them. So you're sort of stuck between should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Well, this doesn't happen to her once, this happens to her 3 times on the same day. Now, each of these places she goes to ends up with a massive Christmas dinner with Christmas pudding and everything. And she has to literally eat 3 lots of Christmas dinners. And it is very, very funny, including the sprout eating contest, which you will see if you watch it. Now, that one was done, let me just refresh my memory, 1996. And it was the Vicar of Dibley Christmas special. So that was my number 4, and it was the Christmas lunch incident of the Vicar of Dibley from 1996. Now, number 3, I've watched a lot of old comedies, comedies that aren't televised now unless you go onto UK Gold. And there was a brilliant one with Richard Briers, Felicity Kendall. It was called The Good Life. Now, as well as those two, in it, the main other 2 were Penelope Keith and Paul Eddington, I think I've got the name right, and they basically were next door neighbours. And the gist of The Good Life is a man who works in an office suddenly decides one day he's going to go self-sufficient. So he packs in his job and literally turns his house into basically anything he can grow, he grows it himself. He doesn't use cash no more. He literally swaps things for things and so on and so forth. But the couple next door to them, played by Penelope Keith and Paul Eddington, they are Margot and Jerry. They're the characters they play. And they are very upper class, suburban stuck-ups like that, you know, especially his wife, especially Penelope Keith. She plays a brilliant part. But in this particular episode of The Good Life from 1977, they have to experience that their Christmas, what they've got planned with Fortnum and Masons and Harrods and all this, all goes wrong when they can't get the stuff delivered. So they have to spend, instead of spending their lovely rich Christmas, what they've got planned, they have to spend Christmas with the Goods, played by Felicity Kendall and Richard Briers, Tom and Barbara. And the way that it's filmed and the way that the comedy is put together is absolutely hilarious, because you've got this woman who's used to basically servants and all sorts of stuff, you know, everything being posh. And there's a particular line where Margot is sitting on their armchair and they're due to have something to eat for Christmas dinner. And she says, "Did I hear a dinner gong?" And Tom, Richard Briers, suddenly stands and says, "Well, not unless the chicken's jumped out of the oven and banged one." No. You know, the comedy is brilliant and it's really fun. So my number 3 for the top episodes of comedy Christmas specials is The Good Life from 1977. Now, number 2, a lot of people haven't watched this and some people have now. In 1992, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if I've got that right, but there was a series created called Men Behaving Badly, and it starred Martin Clunes, Neil Morrissey, Leslie Ash and Caroline Quentin. And basically, the first series actually wasn't Neil Morrissey, it was Harry Enfield. But Neil Morrissey took over from season 2, and I think it improved a lot once Neil Morrissey came into it. Now, all the episodes are funny, they've all got silly things in them, but there's a particular episode, now it's got a couple of titles, but the one we know it as is Jingle Balls. Because basically what it is, this particular episode, you've got Christmas, right, you've got Christmas, but it shows you from what it would be like if they were rich and the reality. And it keeps switching between the two. So in the first instance, you'd see him with a nice big posh, you know, dinner table with all servants and people around them and a big Christmas tree in the fireplace. And then it cuts to the reality where basically they're in the middle of a London street. It's absolutely peeing it down. Gary hasn't bought his girlfriend anything for Christmas, so he's desperate to get her something, and it's absolutely throwing it down with rain. They're getting drenched. But it's a very, very funny episode. And if you watch it, watch out for the incident with the blender, because it makes Deb fall on the floor laughing every time she sees it. And it really is funny. And that's the top episode for 1997 of Jingle Balls from Men Behaving Badly as my number 2. Now, people know me. They know my favourite comedy show. Now, when you're trying to pick a favourite episode of my favourite comedy show, The Only Fools and Horses, it is very, very difficult because they're all fantastic. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. I find every single episode fantastic. Now, this episode was 1989, and it was a Christmas special, and it was called The Jolly Boys Outing. Now, if you don't know the synopsis, basically Del Boy and Rodney, they go on a day trip to Margate, organised by Del every few years, called The Jolly Boys Outing, and all the people that they know from the pub go, and all the friends, etc., etc. And it's basically what happens once they get there, because everything goes wrong. If it can go wrong, they have a really good day, and then just let me say this, right at the end of the day, when they think they're going to be going home, the coach blows up and they're forced to stay the night in Margate. And it's a really funny comedy show. There's absolutely loads in it you can laugh at. The coach blowing up is absolutely class. You've got to watch that. It's absolutely brilliant. I hadn't seen that in a comedy show before. And the way David Jason and Nicholas Lyndhurst play their parts is exceptional. It's a fantastic comedy series anyway, but this episode stands out. So my top Christmas special ever was 1989, Only Fools and Horses, The Jolly Boys Outing. And I hope you've enjoyed that top 5 countdown. I'll do another one again soon. Bye for now.